Okay, so it's day 2, and we're going to focus on our upper body, our shoulders, and we're going to focus on our abs. So the first thing we're going to do are called shoulder taps. The second move we're going to do is we're going to bring our opposite knee in to our opposite elbow. Then we're going to do tricep dips sitting down. And then the last thing we're going to do is just standard push-ups. Or I guess we can vary them up with like wide grip versus a narrow grip. So the first thing is shoulder taps. So you come up into a standard plank position. Your hips, elbows, everything's flat. So make sure your butt's not up like this and you're not sunk down like that because you don't want to hurt yourself. You tighten your core, tighten your glutes and your thighs together. Your feet should be slightly apart. So the wider that your feet apart are, the more stability you're going to have in this move. The harder it will be if your feet are closer together. And the idea is that you take your opposite hand and you tap it on the opposite shoulder. So it's tap, 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 tap. The idea is that you don't rock your hips too much. They're gonna rock, that's okay, but you don't want to be like swaying like this. It's really small. You can modify this move by doing it on your knees. Lift your toes up, your back is still flat, shoulder blades are down. Tap, 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 tap. It's the same move. You're just on your knees. Okay. The next move is knee to opposite elbow. So, again, we're coming back into that plank position. We bring our right knee to our left elbow and back. And then switch. You don't have to go fast. You get all the work in your core. When you move it to the side, make sure your hips don't sink down. In, over. Breathe out when your knee comes up. Modification is actually just being on your knees and not bringing them up, but actually lifting and lowering. So you're in a plank position, you lower down, lift up. This is modification for those that are not strong enough yet in their core. It's still a good workout though. Okay, the next is tricep dips. You're on your back, kind of, with your butt on the floor. Your toes are up in the air, heels are on the ground. Your elbows are behind you. Your hands are flat on the floor facing your heels. So they're facing forward. You raise up and then bend your elbows directly back and lift. You can make it harder by extending one leg and by moving your legs further out. So really close in is easier on your triceps. The further out you move your feet, the harder it is. You can get fun with it too and stick your feet up on a chair. I love the dips. Or you can put your hands on a chair and put your feet on the ground and do it that way. The last move is a push-up. So you have several different ways that you can do them. The first is a standard push-up where your shoulders, wrists, and elbows are in line. You come up into a plank position. You lower down and lift. Down and lift. Don't ever look underneath your body. Your head should stay neutral spine whenever you do a push-up to protect your neck. So that means looking in front of your fingertips the entire time. That's a standard. You can do a wide stance, so your arms are wider than your shoulder blades. You come down and up, down and up. And the most difficult, I think, are tricep push-ups. Here, your hands are very narrow. They're closer than the width of your shoulder blades, and your hands are turned so that the palms and your wrists are facing each other. You come back up into your plank position. You lower down and lift. Oh, these are much harder. You can do all of these on your knees. Again, your back is flat, just like how we talked before in all of the plank positions. Standard, knees are up, your feet are up, down, wide, and tricep. And that's your workout for today. Have a good one.